December is the most distinctive month on our calendar. Christmas is the most distinctive day. And I think it's safe to say Christmas is the most widely renowned holiday on planet Earth. Each year, Christmas generates a greater sense of anticipation and generates more excitement than any other holiday. Due in large part to commercialization, Christmas has transcended national boundaries and is celebrated cross-culturally in more than 160 countries around the world. And yet I wonder, how many people truly understand what Christmas is actually all about? It's the most widely renowned and most popular holiday, but I venture to say it's also the most misunderstood. Stay tuned to find out why there is so much confusion about Christmas and what Christmas is actually all about. Perhaps our confusion begins with all the songs that we hear at this time of year. Joy to the World is followed by Jingle Bells or Jingle Bells Rock. We hear, "What child is this?" only to have its message adulterated by a song in which a little child sings, "I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus." Then Hark the Herald Angels Sing gives way to Frosty the Snowman. When sacred songs celebrating Christ's birth are interspersed with secular songs which range from the comical to the off-color, we get mixed messages about Christmas. Then we drive around our neighborhood and look at the displays in their yards, and we see on one neighbor's house a nativity scene. At many other neighbors' houses we see supersized Santas and snowmen or reindeers pulling a sleigh. Go inside their house and we see stockings, and we see Christmas lights on Christmas trees with carefully wrapped gifts placed beneath. Then there's gingerbread cookies on the kitchen counter. Many of these things multiply our misunderstandings. Phrases used to describe this time of year include religiously neutral phrases like Happy Holidays, Winter Break, and Season's Greetings, which replace the traditional Christmas holidays and Merry Christmas. No wonder there is so much confusion regarding what Christmas is about. But if we just look at the traditional name of the holiday and look at its meaning, we can cut through the confusion and gain clarity regarding its meaning. The word Christmas comes from two words which have been joined together, Christ and Mass. The word Mass refers to a religious worship service, and Christ is the name of the one whose birth the Mass or the worship service commemorates. Christmas quite simply refers to the celebration of Jesus' birth. Was Jesus actually born on December 25th? We're not sure, and it doesn't matter. Is this an important event to celebrate? Absolutely. Jesus' birth is the hinge on which history swings. It is from the date of Jesus' birth that our calendars keep on counting the years. Christmas marks the birth of the most unique and most important person to ever be born in the history of the world. Jesus was the only person in the history of the world to be born of a virgin, the only one to have his birth announced by a host of angels, and the only one to have his birth town identified by a supernatural star. Most importantly, we must ask, why did Jesus come? The meaning of his name tells us why he came. The name Jesus means God saves. In Matthew 1 verse 21 we read, "You are to give him the name Jesus because he will save his people from their sins." When considering what Christmas is all about, we must move beyond all that is colorful and cutesy and come to the cross, and then to the empty tomb 3 days later. The wonderful song, "What Child Is This?" does just that. Stanza 1 says, "What child is this who laid to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping?" And it ends with, "Nails, spear shall pierce him through, the cross be borne for me, for you." By believing that Jesus bore the punishment for your sins while on the cross, you can have the greatest gift you could ever ask for. That gift is peace with God, peace that comes from knowing your sins are forgiven and heaven is yours. That's the true Salaam that the angels announced on that very first Christmas day.